Love is a precious thing. Think of it like that favorite Christmas gift you've been waiting all year to get. Once you get it, you feel so relieved, happy, and warm. It's something you mess around with for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, and then you break it. You break this item, whether torn by itself or by accident. This is one of the worst things that can happen to you, and you just feel so defeated. While love is not entirely the same as that Christmas gift, it has many parallels to it that I want you to consider, especially with how I view love. Earlier this week, I was scrolling on Instagram and found out one of my friends in a picture. This seems rather tame, but this one picture changed my perspective of love in so many different ways. It was a picture of this girl we shall call Ellie. If you remember in one of my older videos, I mentioned that Ellie was this girl I went on a date with, and we had a fancy thing going on for a week. Eventually, we broke things off because we just weren't matching the same values. However, when I saw this picture of her, she looked so different. She looked older, much wiser, and more carefree. It's been months since I seen her, and yet the idea of picturing her once again absolutely terrified me. My heart was racing. It gave me the same feeling of a flight or fight mode. And while I just closed off the Instagram app, I felt so many emotions running in my head to make me realize, what the hell am I doing here? In the simplest way possible, love is gratitude plus appreciation. It's all about how we care about others. And this idea of caring is something that drives everyone towards love. Whether it's romantic or platonic, everything around us is shaped by how much love we give it back. In the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. And when we take out love from others, we eventually make it more from other people. We can see this best with how we interact and how we care for one another. We ask questions about how they're doing. We learn a little bit more about them so we can have an ounce of care. It's all about how we latch on to other people. And that may sound negative, but I'm telling you, this is genuinely important, especially for the case of love. We latch onto different people for different reasons. We have values that share with one another. But when we think of romantic love, this is where all those values match and completely intersect with someone else. Let's say you're someone here who loves pineapple on pizza, and then there's a weirdo here who loves ice cream with peanut butter. It's two different values, of course, but the more you share in common of these oddities or of these weird habits and these weird little details, we appreciate them because they match our own sense of weirdness. Everyone is weird in their own way, and love is that reciprocation of weirdness. It's all about how we can care about one another and to be able to say, yes, this person out of 8 billion people on the planet deserve my time and my attention. Romantic love is that fuel of gratitude and appreciation, plus the final element to this ingredient, sexual desire. It may sound lucrative to say, but I'm being serious. We are attracted to other people. Whether you are or not, you are attracted to people around the world. Hopefully me, but I'm kidding. Let's say when we consider how love can be seen, it's a mixture of all those three things. And we want to be able to spend our time with this beautiful, captivating person. So why then is the amount of time we spend on love terrify me? This is because of how this model and how modern society views love. It's so easy to ignore the fact that people on the internet can share the amount of love they get. Some of the happiest people you ever see will have a couple here, a couple there, and they're just dancing, partying around. Meanwhile, your life is full of loneliness. And this doesn't even apply to people who are single. This can apply to people in deadbeat relationships, and it shows. The amount of time we spend on love terrifies me because of the fact that modern society pushes love in two different directions. We are taught as young men and women to focus on our careers, and then there's the other side saying we are taught to get with other people, and we don't know what the hell to do. It hurts me to say this, but with our divergence, many men go their own way. Many women go out to party, and we just don't get the right sense of hope. This delirium based on love is because of how we are taught. The way we are taught to love one another is not the same I was taught to love one another. And this is what I want you to consider, especially because I'm rebuilding your mindset of love here. Love isn't just about care. It's about your appreciation towards someone you are attracted to. And this story with Ellie gave me that same rush and the same excitement I felt when I first met her. But it's not the same because we've went in two different directions. I'm in my own bubble over here while she's out there in the world experiencing her own things. That is what got me to make this video in the first place. This pressure towards love, no matter how old or young you are. To find the perfect somebody is especially difficult in today's society. Back then, we had the ability to just go out and reach with other people close by. It may not be perfect, but we can get to those options easy because no one was scrolling and everyone was talking. But due to the nature of today's society, scrolling is big. Dating apps are big. Hell, I made a damn social media video talking about how social this shit is. It's all about how much time we spend on love. And it's fucking ridiculous to know that there's just this space here that we are taught to watch and view couples to make ourselves feel bad. Seeing Ellie, it gave me this feeling of envy. Even though I had that same rush of emotions, I felt so jealous of the fact that I'm not living the life I could. There's people in my school having the best homecoming of their lives, having the best prom of their lives, the best time with other people. And yet, then there's a feeling of loneliness. In each and every one of us, we all have this vulnerability that there's someone out there, but we don't get the time to share it. I want to live a full and fulfilling life. That's why I create videos on my main channel talking about books, reading, and education. I love teaching people these things, and to be able to explore the world purely through the process of books is my dream, this language speaking thing, and to be able to expand on it with many different elements like music, cooking, or even just going outside and working out. It's a beautiful life. But to be able to share this with someone else, that is what terrifies me. Love is in the same spectrum as fear. It gives us the same rush and the same feeling of appreciation and carefulness. But to be able to be caring, you have to be careful. And that caution is what drives us to go towards that direction, whether we like it or not. We are going towards the single route, or we are going towards the couple route. Whatever the case is, I want you to understand why you are going on those said paths. When we consider the fact that we are our own individual people with our own ability to take love from someone else, we learn the amount of weight, the amount of pressure it is, and why we don't go back to other people, especially when we have to have this moment to grieve. It's hurtful to say, but I'm genuinely stunned to believe that we are aware of love. It's something that shouldn't be possible, and yet here we are. We're actively finding ways to care about our sexual desires, and the pressure there puts so much pressure on young men and women in today's society that our value of it becomes bigger than what we anticipate. When we see people like couples on Instagram and we see people training hard as hell, we have to understand that there's multiple directions in every step and every action. It's painful to know, but it is true that every action we take determines our life here. And that is why I value love less and less. It's about how much time we actively spend with other people. And when we don't match the same values as them, it's painful. Why would you be with someone who you don't truly value at all? Why would you get that Christmas gift that you aren't appreciative towards? They tell you to be grateful, but what is there to be grateful for if there's no purpose and there's no value? Even though this video so far has been a major downer, and to negatively say that there is nothing well with either side of being single or going in the couple route, I want you to know that there's hope. I hate the fact that modern society keeps on pressuring us about love. But I want you to know that the amount of time we spend on it is all a mental thing. Love is something that can come even from the deepest of our hearts. I can tell you, even though you're a screen and a camera, that I love you. And I can tell you that I'm trying my best to get you out there to experience the real world by improving your communication skills. I love the fact that you are willing to educate yourself and to be able to change any part of you that you don't love. But that comes at the cost of killing what was once there. With my thing with Ellie, I had to kill that relationship because we weren't matching the same values. I had to learn to move on and to be able to grow by myself because I know for a fact that there's nothing there. There's no purpose, there's no value. It terrifies me, but that's a good thing. It should terrify you. It should terrify you for the fact that you are either losing this person or you're going to spend a considerable amount of time with this person. There's hope in that fact because either choice you make will be one that you must desire with your values. You must follow it with your mind. And to be able to learn from these experiences, I'm telling you, will make you the best possible version you could ever be. I want you to remember that you are loved and appreciated, but not in the way that you deserve. You are someone who's good. I'm going to be perfectly harsh on you. You probably aren't getting the love you desire. You need to go out there, experience those things, and to talk with people, cold approach other people, both guys and girls. Be able to manage healthy conversations and to choose what kind of life you want. Like I said earlier, we have the men going out their own way. That's not the best option because you are living a sad, depressing life if you're not improving yourself. Then there's the average woman who's doing all the negative things like scrolling, watching porn, or even just partying. We have to know what's right for us, men and women. We have to know what we spend our time on. And always remember, love is a precious thing. So whether you get with this person or not, know exactly why you are doing the things you are. And when you choose the path that is most right to you, I'm telling you, you become more powerful every step of the way. I hope you enjoyed today's video and use this knowledge to the best of your ability. Check out my Instagram down below so I can personally help you get better at your communication skills. With it all said and done, continue to improve on yourself. Keep on working, keep on loving, and take care.